Hello, hello. Hi, Libras. Welcome to your Winter Solstice 2025 reading. This will be taking us into the year 2026. I'm so excited. You all know I'm a Libra, so I've been looking forward to doing this reading, and I've had to make my way through all the other signs because I'm doing them in order, and I'm like, oh, when do I get to my Libras? I'm super excited to see what this next year holds for us. I hope it's going to be fantastic. So we're going to just have to see what we get for our Libras. Let's get a main card. So what's the main vibe for the Libras for winter solstice? Main vibe for Libras. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune luck is in our favor. Things are looking up, my beautiful, lovely Libras. Okay. So yeah, maybe things haven't been going the way we wanted them to. Maybe it's been a little rough, but it's saying, you know, hold steady, hold fast. It can't stay terrible forever. It's got to change and get a little better eventually. And they're like, you know what, this winter solstice, maybe we'll take you through it a little bit more, but we're going to leave you on the up and up. We're going to leave you with something a little bit better, a little bit more forward progression, some luck. Yeah, I sensed it. I was like, yeah, they're probably going to be like, we're going to still take you through it a little bit. Our first card out for January is the Five of Cups. We really have to allow ourselves to feel the feelings, Libra. I know that it is so much easier to just go get dressed up and get cute and go somewhere and just allow ourselves to be beautiful and charming and charismatic and not have to process the feelings that are not so nice. But when we don't process those feelings, we also cannot get to what's left behind, the magic, the resurrection that's left behind them. So in January, allow yourself to do the emotional work, to mourn the things that didn't work out so that you can move forward. Literally, Page of Wands is your next card out. Forward progression, this excitement, this life, this fire within us to go and explore and expand and say, like, there is this creative flow between us, within us. We have to get back to that. And in order to get back to that, the Death card, we have to let something in. Let's get a clarifier for the Death card. Clarifier for the Death card. Six of Cups. Six of Cups is all about looking in the past. Being concerned about having rose-colored glasses, that we're being too naive. We have to allow ourselves to, and interestingly enough, this is, we go from 5 to 6. Like, we have to allow ourselves to do the mourning of the past and then let it go. Find the good stuff, find the stuff that's going to help us move forward. Let the past go, look towards the future, move on. All right, so February, what's going on? This is our card for February. The Emperor, there's a little bit of that Leo energy, that balancing energy, strategy, having a system, having a routine, having a plan. It's time to put some things in order in your life. If you've been putting your head in the sand, time to go on, pull it back up, okay? We get a 9 of Cups, so there's a lot of happiness and joy. Wish fulfillment will be coming here. We may find an Emperor who comes into our lives and starts to help us out with some things and help us strategize. You get a 6 of Pentacles, which is all about finding harmony and balance, figuring out where we can be charitable with our time and our energy and our resources, and where that's not going to work out anymore, y'all. Happiness is wish fulfillment is going to come from having our time honored, from knowing that we're giving and that we will be receiving in turn, allowing ourselves to find that energetic balance. All right, what's our March vibes? I told you, I was like, I could feel it. I could feel that energy of, yeah, we're going to take you through it a little bit more in January. Things are going to start to get together in February. In March, we're looking up 10 of Cups, ultimate emotional fulfillment, what your heart needs and wants and desires. And look at that. That's a beautiful progression through the Cups cards. Ooh, okay. We got 3 cards out. We got the Chariot. Keep moving this thing. We got the Chariot, Page of Swords, Student card, High Priestess. I love this for us. This is a beautiful reading. All right, so in March, what we'll find is we're going to have a lot more joy and happiness. This is not, because 9 of Cups is great, but it sometimes can be a little empty. It can sometimes be a little shallow. But this 10 of Cups is really saying that, like, I figured it out. I know what brings me happiness and joy. I have people in my life who I love and who I celebrate and who love to be with me. I've figured out what this balance looks like. And it all means, and I say this with love, stepping into this Emperor energy, stepping into this space of not leaving things things up to chance and luck and to doing the Libra thing of just saying, well, the scales will balance themselves out. They will, but you should have a plan, put it in place, take active involvement in your life, Libra, because what's happening is we were getting so stuck in this loop of things just not being the greatest. That's that fortune, wheel of fortune. It was okay, it's all right, maybe we were doing well financially, maybe we felt like we were doing good in some spaces, but we weren't really getting all of that with like the joy, the happiness, the love that we really want and deserve. We weren't experiencing that, and we needed that wheel to turn. But in order for it to turn, those 3 cups, those things that did not work out, the things that kept popping up from the past for us emotionally and keeping us stuck emotionally, we have to process that, let it in, and look forward, find the goodness in it, and allow that to give us this like sunshine, rosy path to follow to get out of that darkness. So we get the 10 of Cups. We get the Chariot card, which is all about forward movement and progression. The Chariot card says we may literally move. We may decide to buy a new car, something that is showing that we are literally moving from point A to point B, that the wheel is literally turning. And with this move, with this us internally and externally being on the same page and being able to make this forward progression, we realize that we are the student. We are learning. We are looking at the world and learning new ways of understanding ourselves and the world. And with that comes a dip into the High Priestess, to our intuition, following our intuition, listening to our intuition. These are 2 cards that reflect each other. They're both related to the moon. The Chariot card is the card of Cancer. It is the card associated with the moon. We have the black and the white Sphinx at the front. With the High Priestess, we have the black and the white pillars. She has her moon crown. She has her pomegranates in the background on her tapestry, as she sits in front of the gateway, the door into the unconscious, into our inner depths, and the moon is at her feet. These are cards that are saying that there's a possibility of the mastery of the emotion, of the feminine, of what goes with the tides and the turns of time, and following these, being able to really see, honestly, even the Wheel of Fortune, these cycles and how they work, how they change, how they go, and how we can find happiness and joy in allowing ourselves to move with those tides. When it's time to go, we understand it's time to go, and externally and internally, we have the skills to be able to get ourselves onto the same page and actually see ourselves get what we desire. Our outcome. Ooh, there's a little stress there. The Fool. Time to take a leap of faith. We are stressed out about doing it. I know, after doing all this caution and all the Emperor stuff, we're stressed out about just jumping in and saying, let's go. But we've taken too long. Again, the pomegranates on the bed sheet in the 9 of Swords, the pomegranates behind on the tapestry, behind the High Priestess. We have spent too long stressing ourselves out about things that are outside of our control. Wheel of Fortune, the Emperor, the Death card, things that we cannot change, that we need to allow ourselves to go beyond. The High Priest, to go beyond what appears on the surface and to see what's hiding underneath. What else do we get for our outcome? Last outcome cards. Winter Solstice. 5 of Wands. There's a little bit of a avoidance maybe, or an end to a conflict. Either we have found that space where we're all on one same page, or we're avoiding just a little bit of conflict. We get the Temperance. Yeah, we're a little bit of conflict. We're a little bit of we got the Temperance in reverse and the 5 of Pentacles. Woo! This leap of faith sends us all off balance. It stresses us out. We see that we are trying to find this calm and peace, but our hearts and our minds are on different pages. Our heads over here stressed out. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We feel like we have to do all of this on our own, and that feels stressful. There is this new space that we are leaning into. Emotionally, we're in such a good space, such a good place. And then we find that like mentally, maybe materially or physically, our fire, like all of that is all wonky, but it's because we're doing something brand new. We're trying out something brand new. We're taking a step into the unknown. I think we're realizing that our plan needed to shift, and we're leaning into that. So it's super scary, but do it anyway. You'll never know. You'll never know until you try. If you keep playing it safe, you're going to end up just stuck in the same patterns, same situations over and over and over. What is our card that we got? We got Ringing the Bells. Ring thy bell to cast them out. Ring thy bell and dance about. Swirl the sounds amidst the wind. Nowhere to hide, for all will ring. Let's see what that's about. Number 30. Okay. This is about banishment and charging. Bells and Yule go hand in hand. They're used to create music. You'll often find a Santa or two swinging one around, and bells are always attached to the sleighs. They are genuinely joyous, but can be used for more than simple musical instruments. Bells also raise energy to increase rituals and the effectiveness of spells, while cleansing negative energy to drive away malicious spirits. It's essential to keep your home's energy clear all year long, but especially during the winter season when you spend more time indoors and with loved ones. Energy tends to hide in dark places and dusty corners that haven't seen a full day's sun in some time. And like your space, the soul can be full of tiny pockets of low vibrational energy that you may not realize are there. The same goes for everyday living. There could be people in your life who are full of low vibrations, but you're so used to having them in the background that you simply haven't noticed in a while. You have pulled the ringing the bells because something distressing is in your life and you are being called to banish it. It could be a person or an object or even a place. What comes to mind first, that is bothering you, will be the cause. Perhaps you're holding on to something from a past relationship that makes you sad. Five of Cups. Or it could be a friend who, despite how much you love them, brings you down when they're around. 5 of Cups. It may not seem like a big deal to your energy, but your energy takes a hit every time you're in the presence of low vibrational company. You're being guided to slowly and lovingly banish this person or thing from your life. If it's an object, it may be time to donate or recycle it. If it's a person, it could be as simple as spending less time with this person or explaining how you feel so they may change. As you clear this energy from your life, your vibrations will rise and call more joy to you. Literally what's happening here. Literally what's happening. And you know what? Just because I'm a Libra and I can do what I want. It's my reading. What do we need to shift this outcome energy around? We get a 7 of Wands and 7 of Swords in reverse real quick. That's interesting. Time for us to take a new resource. Time for us to maybe not lean so much into this idea of needing to be, oh, I know what it is. We have to be really truthful. It's being really truthful. We have to be really honest about what's going on with us, about what's happening in relationship to the people around us. We got 2 5s at the very end. Like this thing that makes us feel so uncomfortable and so out of balance is relying upon us living in fear of telling our truth. And if we can tell our truth, if we can be open and we can be honest, then it'll lead us towards the resources that we need. Instead of us being stuck in this 5 of Pentacles, it can lead us to an Ace of Pentacles, new money, new resources, new jobs, new health, all that good stuff. All right, Libras, that's it. Love you. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later.